This is my jumping spider named Adele. She is a juvenile female and quite shy. I've seen other YouTubers make various enclosures, but I wanted to make mine look natural and make sure to have enough room for the spider to have a good life. I'm starting off with this acrylic enclosure, and I'll make sure to leave a link in the description. I initially built this simplistic setup, but I was not happy with how it turned out and decided to completely redo it. It didn't look terrible, but I wanted to make sure to give the spider enough ledges to crawl on. These are the materials that I will be working with. To enhance the background, I'm going to add some spray foam and leave some of the cork bark exposed. The idea with this piece of cork bark is to make a little bridge that Adele can utilize in the upper portion. I'm going to use the expanding foam method and add some substrate to make it look natural. This part is so relaxing, and I recommend using gloves because it is very easy to make a mess and hard to get off. Any substrate will work, this was just what I had on hand. Rumor has it you can never add too much dirt. This spray foam will secure the cork bark and cures within 24 hours. These spiders like to build their nests at the top, so I highly recommend getting an enclosure like mine with a front door. Otherwise, if you just have a top lid, you may disturb their nest every time you open the enclosure, and this would cause a skyfall. After rolling in the deep with the substrate, I have minimal spray foam stuck to my hand, but overall still a dirty hand. This is the last side to finish, and I'll be adding some cork bark along with the substrate to give some extra texture. It depends on the species, but overall jumping spiders live between 1 to 2 years. Even though it takes a day to cure, make sure to add the cork bark and substrate pretty quickly, otherwise the spray foam can harden. To make the background look a little more natural, I'm going to be carving down some of the foam until I get a desired texture I like. I used a combination of this knife, scissors, and my hands. After a hefty blob of silicone, it's time to add the dirt. Really mix it in to make sure you get a good bond. For someone like you, I'd highly recommend using some gloves and not your bare hand. This piece of wood is going to be the focal piece of the ground, and I wanted to get an idea of how the layout would be. Now I'm placing 2 cuttings that I propagated in water. Eventually these will climb up the walls and give the spider something else to climb on. I believe they're red velvet alocasias, but if you know the species name, please leave it in the comments. This next plant is a Chinese money plant, and it's seen better days, but I'm hoping to bring it back to life. Now I'm adding some sphagomoss throughout the enclosure to boost humidity. This next plant is a parlor palm, and I've had great success with it in terrariums and paludariums. I always have trouble saying this plant's name, but I love this plant for its colors and its ability to grow like a weed. I highly recommend this plant in any type of terrarium. After giving the enclosure a really good spray down, it's finally time to add Adele. This was the temporary enclosure that I built for Adele, and it took about 40 to 50 minutes just for me to get her out. I was trying to be gentle, not to scare her, but I used some food to entice her. After finally getting her out, she won't be chasing pavements anymore and will be happy in her new mansion. I initially followed her while she explored her new mansion, but then I made sure to give her time to settle in. I never thought that I would get a spider, but these little creatures are so cute and make excellent pets. Not only are they good at jumping, they also have excellent eyesight that lets them accurately judge distances when stalking prey. These traits help them hunt because they don't use their web like a traditional spider to catch their prey. If you're a fan of crickets, please fast forward as this will not end well for the cricket. This is our first time seeing a cricket, as leading up to this I had only fed her mealworms. May the odds be in your favor.